Let you shop as usual, you earn cash back, but in a way that makes sense for businesses to earn too. I mean, that's the cool thing. All you have to do is claim an offer and get the most value on gas, which is great. Groceries, they're adding to the app, and also your favorite restaurants. At gas stations, you can get up to 25% cash back on gas at over 25,000 gas stations across the U.S. So go ahead and save a little money, earn a little cash back by downloading Upside today. And all you have to do is use the code MUSH5452. Check it out.
Life is meant to be lived. And on this show, I'm going to tell you crazy stories of my life. I'm your boy Mush King. You already know, I got a story to tell.
Hey, what it is, boys and girls, it's your boy Mush King, and you're now tuned into an all-new episode of A Story to Tell. I am your host, Mush King, your favorite storyteller, your favorite guy who likes to come and talk about the crazy stories of my life, the crazy stories of the internet, what I'm listening to, and what I'm watching. So if you are a first-time listener, thank you for joining me. And if you are coming back again, thank you for coming back again. I mean, welcome back to the show. Like I said, I like to tell my crazy stories, and I've been doing the show for a very long time. And yeah, so welcome. Before we get started, we like to start with the catch up and tell you everything that I've been going through. Now, listen, I've been telling y'all that I've been going out, and I've been on that path still, so nothing's changed. So don't think anything's changed right there. But so the other night, I found myself just being like, you know what? I'm just gonna wake up and go out. And so this is my thing. Like lately, I've been like, listen, I'm old. I gotta strategize these nights out. So a lot of times is like what happens is I'll fall asleep around like 9 o'clock, and then like I'll wake up around like 1 and be ready to turn up. And at that time, like, it's only like, you're getting the ending of the club, you're getting the after hour spots, whatever. But first thing I want to talk about is, let me tell y'all about something about playing the whole like, let's be shady when see you in public. Now, there's an individual that like, I'm not even gonna say we friends. We was cool at one point in time, but like some bullshit happened. See him out the other day, walk right past me. So I was like, maybe, just maybe they didn't see me. So, went back around the bar. I'm standing there. I look to my left. He's standing there too, staring right at me. Still didn't say nothing. But let me tell you something about me. I am not the person to play that game with, because I will play the I don't know you game either, even better than you. And so, I just say all that to say it's just like these people in Atlanta, like they got to learn me, because one, I ain't never been a part of that whole, like, my thing is with everything is I can exist in the same room with you. I don't necessarily have to be like your friend or your bestie or anything like that, but I also don't play the whole games of like, we're going to act like we have beef and stuff like that, because if you have beef, just tell me. So A, I could either learn not to fuck with you, or B, I could just learn how to keep it the fuck moving, because what am I doing? So anywho, I went out, had like 2 beers. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I wasn't like drunk or anything, but just a little tip, just a little bit. So I come back home and like, I've been on my little 5 a.m., 6 a.m. gym kick. So I was like, okay, I got back at like 3 and I can take a little nap, and then I could go to the gym at like 6. So I lay on the couch, because listen, y'all, and anybody who goes out and tries to go to work the next day, you already know sleep on the couch is probably the safest bet for you, because you're not really going to get in your best sleep on your couch. I mean, some people do. I mean, some of y'all like to sleep with y'all necks all broke up like that. Like, not me. Like, I could do a little nap on the couch, but after about like an hour, like, I'm like, bro, let me go get in this bed. So I'm laying on the couch, and all of a sudden, like, my dog is going crazy. Now, I didn't switch my dog's dog food. He got some new shit, but he been throwing up like every 2 seconds, and it's just like, I can't wait till this dog food is done so we can, But it's been making him go to the bathroom like crazy. So, normally when he has to go to the bathroom, he'll just sit on your foot. But he was going crazy. He kept sprinting back and forth through the place, making all this noise, and then he finally like jumped on the couch and was like jumping on my chest, and I was like, okay, let me get up. And at first I thought I could like kind of like maybe open the balcony door and he could go out there and just pee real quick, but nah, he was like ready to go down them steps. So I'm like, all right. So I went to go put on my clothes, just went outside. Now, mind you, this is like 4:30 a.m. Now, let me tell y'all something. When I first moved here, One day I couldn't sleep, so I decided to walk to the store. I had my car, but I was like, I could walk to the store. I wanted to feel like I was back in New York and whatnot. So I decided to walk to the store at like 4:30 a.m. in my little hoochie daddy shorts. I don't know what I was thinking. So I get there, and it's like a whole party bus of these dudes just unloads, and they're all staring at me with these little ass shorts on, and I'm just like, oh shit. So then, like, around that time is when I learned not to really be outside in this little area, because listen, Atlanta is very mixy, Atlanta is very cruisy, and motherfuckers be coming out the shadows looking like they playing with themselves. Like, it is wild. It is wild. And so I don't like to be outside at them hours, because I don't want you to think I'm one of them people under the bushes or people in the bushes or whatever y'all be doing out there. So fast forward, I'm walking the dog, and so I'm walking him back. He does, mind you, goes to the bathroom hella crazy. I'm so glad that I took him out, because if I would have had to clean that up off that floor, I would have been tight. So I'm walking back towards the apartment, and I see like a shadowy figure. I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really see. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I hope this person don't come and talk to me. So I'm walking, and the next thing you know, boom, this white man appears from behind this car. So I'm like, He was like, hey, bro, I think they towed my car. I parked there. I was like, did you park it right there? He was like, yeah, I parked it right there. I said, yeah, they've been towing crazy lately. So your car's probably gone. He was like, do you know the number? I was like, yeah, I don't know which tow company towed it. So he was just like, oh man, he's like, my phone is on 1% and I don't have a charger, Do you have a charger? Now, folks, maybe a couple weeks ago on a couple episodes back, I told y'all about how I gave a random ride to a stranger whose phone was dead. Now, as a person who is probably the president of the dead phone community, I like to help out my fellow brethrens when their phones are not at their, at their best, percentage-wise. So I felt bad. I'm like, it's 4 a.m. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, well, I don't have a charger on me. I was like, follow me. So I had him follow me to the balcony. I was like, wait right here. I had him wait like off of the balcony so I could like come in here and try to look for the charger. Couldn't find it. Cause like I said, it's 4 a.m. I'm still sleepy. I'm still a little tipped from the 2 beers that I had earlier at the bar where I saw the person who fucking tried to walk past me like, you ain't know me, sir. Don't play those games. Anywho, so I'm trying to find the charger. So I'm like, boom, Mush, you can go to the car and you can use the car charger. So I was like, okay. I grabbed the keys and I was like, I went outside. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna pull the car out the garage and you can charge your phone in my car. So like I thought that was like the smartest strategy. So as I'm coming back outside with the keys, he was like, okay, I'm gonna just walk down the block again and make sure that the car's not there. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went in the garage, got the car, pulled the car out the garage, and now I'm sitting like on the side of the building. Like I'm like looking around for him. I don't see the guy. So I'm like, I must have been sitting there for like 5 minutes, y'all. So finally I like pull the car around the block and I pull up a little bit. I see this man sitting in his car. He found his car. It wasn't towed. It was right there. So I'm like, yo, what type of craziness is going on? So boom, I pull around the block. I spin the block so I can pull back into the garage. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't have to help nobody out today. I'm glad he found his car. Let me go back and put this car back in the garage. So I pull back into the garage, and as I'm entering the garage, I hear like yelling or some type of commotion. Someone talking loud. I couldn't really decipher what the sound was because between like my radio, the gate from the garage opening, and like just the car noises, I couldn't really hear like what it was. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I found one of the closest spots right by the front and I went to go park the car. Now, mind you, I parked, and so when I turned the car off, that's when I heard more commotion. I was like, so I sat in the car and I got to listen. I was like, well, let me get the hell up out of here. Like, let me get the hell up out of here. And so I get out the car, and you know how when you're in the garage, you walk between the cars so I can get to the little exit door that leads to our apartment building. Yo, when I pop out from between the cars, 2 dudes are like fighting for dear life, like fighting each other. They're rolling on the ground, punching each other. Yo, when I tell you I hit the quick foot and got the hell up out that garage, because let me tell y'all something, lately in this building has just been madness. I mean, everything from we hearing people getting robbed, people getting chased in the garage. I heard the The building manager got a gun pulled on her and she quit. Like the look of this building is just deteriorating quick. And it's just like, what the hell is going on with this building? This building is in pure anarchy. Like, what is happening right now? So I stay with my little, my little metal pole by the door. Like my parents taught me, I don't play them games. I don't play them games with them folks. But I just found out to be so interesting. And mind you, side note, maybe like 2 days later, I'm standing on the balcony and I see someone who is, maybe a little bit off the rockers. I'm not really sure. But I'm standing on the balcony, and next thing you know, he sees me and locks eyes with me. So anytime people on the balcony see us, because I live on the first floor. So, our balcony is not street level, but it's at the street. Kinda, if that makes sense. We're a little bit above the street. So, he saw me, so he walked on over, and so, like, he comes up to the balcony. Now, mind you, people have mistaken our balcony because we have a big balcony. And like I said, it's not on the ground, but it's street level. So a lot of people walk by and they kind of look up in here, especially when we have like our party lights on. One time some guy like stopped past, was like, oh, is this a club? How much is it to get in? I'm like, bro, this is not a club. DoorDash drivers think this is the front entrance. Like, bro, what makes you think this looks like the front? So now I'm sitting here on the balcony the other day. This dude comes up like, hey, is that a gym you're at? Sir, no, this is my house. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, okay. He was like, man, my phone just died and I need a charger. He's like, you got an outlet up there? I definitely was like, nah, I don't. As he's like looking at the outlet. Like, anywho, that is just the story I had to, like, it's been crazy. So keep your head on the swivel, people, because mental health is off the rockers. I just wanted to quickly grace over the Brittany Griner situation. I feel like that shit is like really scary and really crazy. Like, I know there's a lot of people that's out there that's like, she never should have brought it with her. She never should have had it in her bag. Everywhere is not America where we can just do what the fuck we want, which is very true. But accidents happen, shit happens, and the littlest thing that we can forget, we never would imagine it will put us in fucking 9 years of prison. So that's the scary part of it. She's a part of the LGBT community, and that's also another part of it. Like, I don't even think that people really take that into consideration, like what she could possibly go through in another country being a lesbian. Like, it's scary out here. It's scary out here. So prayers for her. Hopefully Biden and Kamala, they doing what they got to do to get Brittany back. I mean, hopefully Joe stopped falling and getting COVID and repeating himself in speeches and all them other things that he's doing. But also, I have a quick little thing about the CWF Network, but I think I'm gonna hold that to the wrap up. Let's slide on over into the PLB so I can tell y'all what I am listening to. Bow.
Oh my gosh, the music just turns me on.
All right, you're in the purple zone in the PLB, where we like to talk about the music that I am listening to. And for the people listening for the first time, the PLB is just a reference to a little purple bag my parents used to carry with cassette tapes when they traveled and stuff like that. So I named that the section of this part of where, the things that I am listening to and whatnot. But if you're not tuned in on Spotify, I have the Mush and King Life and Times playlist. Like, I always have it linked in the description below. So go ahead and check that out so you can hear what I'm listening to. Like, just to give you a quick update, this is just a rundown of songs I have been adding to this playlist, for years now. And so there is a total of 580 songs on here. And then sometimes if you just put it on repeat, like if you're an R&B fan, you'll probably love it. I have rap mixed in there because, listen, I love rap still to this day, but a lot of old school stuff is in there and a lot of new school stuff. But the good thing about this playlist is when I hear certain songs, I remember when I added it and why I added it at the time, because I was going through something and it related. So a lot of times when I'm like listening to this playlist, like, it just kind of takes me on like a little roller coaster of my life and everything that I've been through. But the past couple additions that I've added, Psychic by Chris Brown, slowly but surely, like, I know when that Chris Brown album came out, like, everyone like jumped on it and it was a lot of songs and whatnot. Like, Chris Brown does release a lot of music, don't get me wrong. A lot of it do be good, but it's just so much that I can't really jump in. So I kind of just wait for the public to kind of throw the popular ones that they like out, which is what happened. So Psychic is one of the new ones. That one with Burna Boy that he has is one that I like. And like I said, I mentioned before, Luckiest Man, I had added that a couple episodes ago. So that Chris Brown project is shaping up to be something pretty dope. My girl 7th Streeter, she got a song named Taboo. It's a remake of an old song. You know, that's what they're doing nowadays. Sometimes it's a miss, but this one I actually like. I actually love Seven Streeter because she's a dope writer, and I feel like everything that she writes always has meaning. Like if you go back and listen to some of her old stuff, if you're a true R&B fan, if you like Summer Walker, lyric-wise, possibly you may like what Summer has to give. Like maybe SZA. Maybe I should say SZA instead of Summer Walker. SZA and Summer Walker. SZA and Seven Streeter. I feel like lyrically, like writing wise, they're along the same path of, you know, just having dope meaning and plays with words and things like that and all that. Like, I really enjoy that. But the next one is a little Afrobeats type song, and it's from an artist named 𝐼𝐴, 𝐼𝐴, and it's called I'm a Mess. Like, it was just a real vibey song that I had heard. You know, I've been getting back into my music bag, like y'all. So I've been telling y'all, COVID really put me in a space where I've just been watching a lot of TV, which we will get into the what you watching in a minute. But I've been back on my music bag. I've been trying to like really just get back into discovering new music, getting back into old music, revisiting. I've been watching a lot of old rap music videos, like to kind of see artists like back in the day and whatnot. And, you know, just to watch the videos that I was like dying to see when I was a teenager and to see them now and, you know, what it looks like to me now as a grown ass man. So that's what I've been doing. I want to know what you're listening to in the PLB. I want to know what you would add to this section right here or add to my playlist. So, like, what should I add? Let me know what I should add. That's enough for the PLB. Let's slide on over into what you watching.
Hey, yo, Mushy, what you watching?
Check it out.
All right, to TV time, folks. So, as you know, like I've been telling y'all about Industry, I've been watching that. Like I'm almost done season 1. I think I got a half an episode left. And now I think there's like maybe 2 episodes of season 2 out. So I'm almost caught up with that. So I'll give y'all an update on what I think about the first season and what they do with the second season. Like I'm a little behind with the show. The show came out in 2020. So like, you know, I'm a little behind. And I think right now they just came out with season 2. So, you know, perfect timing for me to get into the new season. So check that out if you haven't seen it. I don't know what channel that comes on, but Google it. Also, on Apple TV Plus was a little 6-episode series called Blackbird. I think I might have talked about this a couple weeks ago, but the premise is the guy sells drugs, gets caught, gets a jail sentence. They offer him a deal that if he goes and befriends this other murderer and gets him to confess where the bodies are, that they would basically, you know, vacate his whole sentence and he would be able to be free. So it was a little 6-episode thing. It was good. The ending, they could have did something a little different. Like I feel like it was way too easy the way they just, you know, sauced it up at the end. They could have seasoned that sauce a little bit more. Just a bit. But let me know if you watch Blackbird. Let me know if you would take that deal. Like if you know, if you did something stupid. If you was Brittany Griner right now and they said, listen, we're going to send you to Turkey. You got to befriend this person and so they can get you to tell you something and then you could go. But don't commit no crimes. Don't get no extra time added onto your shit because they can't do nothing for you. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know if I'm that brave. But let me know what you guys would do in the comments where you can. Especially if you're listening on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and drop a comment for your boy. Like, go ahead and subscribe and like and all that. Drop the little bell notification, all that. Like, this network about to be popping, and I just need y'all to be here with me. But speaking of popping, rap shit. The new Issa Rae joint, great. Like, it's a great show. I think the characters are great. I think the scripts is great. Like, the writing, the jokes are on point. Like, the music is on point. I think it's a dope show, and I'm glad to. I'm waiting to see where it goes. Like sometimes these week by week shows are getting on my nerves. Like because you know we just got so used to binging shows, and Netflix was doing a great job at throwing out content to us. But I feel like now it just become like catch it if you can, folks. Catch it if you can. Also, same thing with P Valley. I think P Valley has been. Also, why do they keep giving Issa Rae these 30-minute shows? Like, give her an hour. I don't understand. That 30 minutes just be having you feeling so lost at the end. Like, wait, that's it? Right when they get into the good stuff. P Valley, excellent. I know a lot of y'all can't handle the gay scenes, and listen, it is what it is. There are gay people in the world. Deal with it. But I think, you know, the whole thing with Lil Murda and, you know, the whole thing with Uncle Clifford, I just think that they're doing a great job. The Mississippi storyline where she's trying to leave her husband is dope. Like, I think the storyline with Mercedes and, knowing when to say it's up. Like, I'm giving up. It's over. Like, and speaking of which, shout out to Serena. Serena Williams just, she announced that she's retiring. Like, sometimes you got to go out on top. And in Mercedes' case, like, come on, you can't keep giving a Mercedes experience with a rusty shoulder. You can't. But that was a dope painting that the wife did for her. Sorry if I spoiled it, but the new episode about to come out this week, so get on it if you haven't watched it already. But Sunday, Kanan is back, y'all. Kanan is back. I cannot wait to listen. The actress who plays Rock, like, I think her name is Fatina Miller, I believe. Patina Miller. But she's dope, and I can't wait to see what this next season brings with Kanan and Omar Epps and all the other characters that they've been developing with that. But that's just a few of the things that I'm watching. I want to know what's on your TV screen, your YouTube video, on your phone, and whatnot. So be sure to let me know in the comments where you can what you're watching and what you got on your television. And listen, it's almost time for me to get up out of here, so let's slide on over, to the wrap-up. Folks, all right, so it's time for me to get up out of here, but I just wanted to address a few things real quick. The Breakfast Club, that tweet came out. Apparently they were ending, but they're not ending. Angela Yee is moving on. She has her own show coming out. So shout outs to Angela Yee because, listen, that's one of the first celebrities who wore my shirt when I had my clothing line. So I'm always appreciative of her. And if you know Angela Yee's backstory, like, she comes from, like, entertainment royalty. Like, she's just built her way through this career doing dope things. So shout outs to her for getting her own thing. I can't wait to see who they bring in on the Breakfast Club for somebody else. Like, I could see someone else stepping into that. Like, and I kind of feel like they all kind of been stepping into their own little bag as of late. So shout outs to all of them. All of them will be fine. Like, but it seems like everyone's breaking up. She's leaving the Breakfast Club. Jesus and Mero broke up. There's other podcasters who've been breaking up. So it's hard out here, folks. It's hard out here. I've been doing this network for 8 years, and I have come across some great people and some not so great people. So I understand, like, people outgrow, and everyone doesn't understand the vision. And sometimes that's the biggest thing. Like, they could be amazing at what they do, but if you don't understand the vision and why you're doing something, then it's never going to work. It's never going to work. So that brings me to keep on pushing at, whatever you're doing. Making candles, gym instructor, whatever it is, make your thing and become an expert in that. That's the only way you're going to be able to achieve it. And like, even I've been giving myself those talks lately, like, bro, step your shit up, create the things that you're looking for, the things that you're applying for. Because listen, I've been applying to these producer jobs, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, I got mad years of experience, but I guess because, it's not under a big name like Sony or these other big podcast productions, that is just not coming through. Like, I don't know. So I'm just going to continue to keep pushing through and doing my shit on my own because that's all I can do until, opportunity comes. But I'm going to keep creating. Let's not get that shit fucked up. But there's new projects on the way, new merch on the way. And before I get up out of here, I just want to say congratulations to me. I want to thank me for being me. But no, we just, like, the other day I just hopped on iTunes, the iTunes page for the CWF Network. And because I haven't been on there in a while, because I normally promote the SoundCloud links, just aesthetically it looks better or whatever. But got on Apple Podcasts and realized I have dropped 500 episodes. 500 episodes. That's 500 times I had to edit voices. That's 500 times I had to sit and wait for things to save. 500 times that I had to stop doing what I was doing and upload
I get it.
my
Some people
show
not really
or
into
the
dance,
shows
but
of other people. That,
listen,
we're
in hard times.
On.
Listen,
500 times, folks.
like I just said in the beginning, like monkeypox, COVID. It's a lot of times. So sometimes, like, maybe this album is needed, like some type of dancing, feel good era. Now I get it's not everybody's thing. I will say that she was heavily leaning towards the LGBTs and the gays and the house community. Ballroom community and whatnot. whatnot.
500 things.
I mean, you gotta
dedication,
allow her
and
space.
like I said,
I
I've
get
been
it. Some people not really into dance, but
and
I mean,
I've just
listen,
been here helping other
we're in
people
hard
trying to achieve
times.
their
I mean,
dreams
listen,
while helping to
inflation,
achieve
like
mine.
I just said in the
And
beginning,
it hasn't been the easiest
monkeypox,
road, folks. It
COVID.
hasn't been,
It's a lot of
fighting
times.
with
So
people,
sometimes,
getting
like maybe
blocked,
this
getting
album is
cursed out,
needed, like some type of
people telling
dancing
you what they
feel
are
good
not
era.
gonna
Now
do
I
and
get
stuff
it's
like
not
that. It's been
everybody's
a hard
thing.
road.
I will say that she
So I
was
just wanna
heavily
congratulate myself
leaning
on that. That's,
towards
hence
the
the reason why I went out
LGBTs and the
yesterday.
gays
So,
and
give a
the
little
house
celebration
community.
for
I
me.
mean, the
So,
ballroom community and whatnot.
Be sure to catch me here
I mean,
each
you
and every
gotta
Wednesday,
allow
folks.
her
You already
space.
know your
I
boy
get
Mush
it. Some
King
people not really into dance,
__
but
yeah.
I mean, listen.
Mush King _
We're in hard
so you can
times.
find me
I
on
mean,
social
listen,
medias.
inflation, like I just said in the
check me
beginning,
out
like
on Creating
monkeypox,
Hustle, my business show
COVID.
on
It's a lot of
ESPN
times. So
Radio.
sometimes, like
If you
maybe
know
this
someone who's
album
doing
is
something
needed,
dope,
like
go
some
ahead
type of
and have
dancey,
them come
feel
over
good
to,
era. Now I get it's not
holla
everybody's
at your
thing.
boy.
I will say that she was
And
heavily
also, you know,
leaning
just check out and wait for
towards
other projects
the
that's coming. Like I said,
LGBTs and the
subscribe to
gays
the
and
YouTube channel because that's
the
where
house
I'm trying to
community.
get
I mean,
it at. Like, I have
ballroom
some ideas
community
for
and
some
whatnot.
video
So
stuff that
I mean, you
wanna
gotta
do. Where I'm
allow
just
her
doing, like,
space. I
behind the
get it. Some
scenes
people not
stuff
really into dance,
for
but
the
I mean,
network
listen,
and whatnot, 'cause I feel like some
we're in
people will
hard
wanna
times.
see,
I mean, listen,
you know, everything that I'm
inflation,
doing
like I
with
just
this
said in the
network.
beginning,
But,
like monkeypox,
you know, thank
COVID.
you for listening.
It's a
Thank
lot
you
of
for
times. So
tuning
sometimes,
in,
like
and
maybe this
thank you
album is
for,
needed, like
you
some
know,
type of
the
dancey,
love
feel
for
good
whether you're
era.
here
Now
for
I
5
get it's
episodes
not
or the
everybody's
past
thing. I will say
500,
that she
like,
was heavily leaning
it just is what
towards
it is.
the
But like I say,
LGBTs and the
every
gays
time
and
on this show
the
that I've been doing for
house
almost 4
community.
years
I mean,
now,
the ballroom community
be sure
and
to tell your
whatnot.
story
So
because you never
I mean,
know
you
who's
gotta
listening, because
allow
guess
her
what?
space. I get it.
Everybody
Some people not really into
got
dance,
a
but
story to tell.
I mean,
And
listen,
500 episodes.
we're in hard
ago,
times. I mean,
I had a
listen,
story, and that story was to
inflation,
walk
like I just said in the
5
beginning,
miles
like
a day.
monkeypox,
And I did it,
COVID.
and now I'm
It's a lot of
here.
times. So sometimes,
500
like maybe this
episodes
album
later,
is needed, like some
500
type of
episodes,
dancey, feel
20
good
shows
era.
later,
Now I get it's not
25
everybody's
hosts
thing. I
later.
will say that she
Your
was
boy's still
heavily
rocking out,
leaning
and I'm glad that
towards
you're rocking
the
with me, and
LGBTs and the
bigger,
gays
better
and
things to come.
the
Catch you
house
next time.
community.
I'm
I
out.
mean,
This is the
ballroom
CWF
community and
Network, where
whatnot.
we
So
bring you
I mean,
big
you gotta
content
allow
in small
her.
pieces. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP_. Okay, bye.